This week on commandN, cheaper gaming, social drinking, and how to look good doing it. Welcome to episode 195 of commandN. I'm Amber.
I'm Will Pate.
And I'm Jeff MacArthur.
Jeff is in town from Halifax joining us.
Yeah, just up for some meetings and always fun to shoot commandN with Will and Amber.
And we are here in the Ossington area of Toronto, which Will and I were just chatting about. This area has changed quite a bit.
Revitalization.
It has happened.
A lot nicer place to be now from what I hear.
It's just not as scary at night, which is always a good thing. All right, let's get right into it and talk about the tech headlines of the week. Our headlines this week are sponsored by GoDaddy. If you want to receive 10% off any of your orders or get other great deals, all you have to do is check out our promo codes at commandN.tv/GoDaddy. That's commandN.tv/GoDaddy.
Our first headline this week is that Facebook has teamed up with Nielsen on a multi-year strategic partnership where they are developing tools basically to help marketers gauge ad effectiveness on the Facebook network. And they're calling it Nielsen Brand Lift, and it involves user polls and soliciting user feedback on the Facebook network. So trying to get more value for, or know what the value is of the ads you're putting on these networks, which is a big open question for people nowadays.
Oh, that is great, because I think that's a question on everyone's mind, the idea that they want solid stats, solid information from a reputable company like Nielsen. Speaking of social networks, there is a new one online, and this is a place where whiskey lovers can go, and I did this in honor of Jeff and my dad, who are both whiskey lovers. The site is called Connoisseur. You can go there and you can get ratings and reviews of different whiskeys. You can also find out where different whiskeys are from via a Google Maps. And it's a very neat site. You know, there are so many wine communities online, so it's nice that whiskey lovers finally have an opportunity to participate in that space. And now that that whiskey song by Jim Morrison is going through my head.
Yeah,
the whiskey
the last whiskey bar. And if drinking's not the only fun thing you can do, you can also play video games, and it's getting easier and easier to do that because Nintendo has just announced a $50 price cut to the Wii console, and this follows cuts by both Sony and Microsoft in the past little while, so it's getting to be pretty easy to buy these really high-powered consoles.
Just make sure that you don't drink and game at the same time, because we just kind of put those two stories together, and that can never be good.
No.
if you're a music fan and you like Lily Allen, which I do.
And I do too.
She's great, but she recently went onto her MySpace account and she did a little bit of rant towards people who were downloading music illegally, so an anti-piracy rant. Now, she's gotten a lot of heat for this online from music lovers who are saying, hey, I wouldn't have discovered your music in the first place if I didn't get it from someone who maybe had stolen it online, saying that they then go out and purchase the music. Now, the best response that I've seen is this video from a musician. It's an open letter to Lily Allen, and he wrote the lyrics, but it is based on one of her songs, so let's take a look.
Dear Lily, why are you being this silly? You're sincerely now please don't be offended, Lily. I think your new CD's splendid, Lily.
Life magazine is scanning and posting decades of its issues of the once quite popular magazine online. I think over 1,800 issues from 1936 to 1972 are going to be posted online in their original layout. They're free to view, and it's part of the Google book scanning thing. So it's pretty neat to see them out there.
Now, okay, you're not going to believe me, but the other day I was sitting around and I was thinking to myself, there has to be a better doorbell, because I was thinking, why don't we have more control from our doorbells based on the new technology that we have these days? There is a new tool coming out called Buzzer-O-Matic, and the idea is that it is a doorbell that can be controlled from a web interface. So let me give you an example of how this works. You say you're having a party. You could give all the people who are coming to the party a password so they wouldn't wouldn't have to wait for you to come and answer the door. They would just get into your house. You could do this for your house cleaner. You can also control it by SMS message.
That's
very
too
cool. And I really feel like we need something like this, because I was thinking, seriously, I was thinking the other day, I was sitting there and people were ringing the doorbell and I have to go all the way down to answer, and I was thinking, one, why can't I change my doorbell? Just mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And two, I should be able to have more control over it. So this is a pretty neat application. You've probably noticed that some of us from the commandN team have been posting things on Twitter about a new show that mgimedia.ca is producing, which is called Girls Go Geek. Now, this show is available on the Xbox platform in the US on Xbox Live, but recently we also launched a companion website, so you can check out girlsgogeek.tv to take a peek at the weekly episodes that we're doing that feature some of the coolest girl geeks online. And here's a sneak peek.
Oh, I don't think I ever knew that I wasn't a geek. I was always very aware of the fact that I was not cool.
I mean, we didn't really know that it was called Machinima. We were approached by the Machinima Academy of Arts and Science in New York saying, do you realize what you guys are doing?
I can remember menu systems that it would take you 12 minutes to find what you were looking for.
So the first one was this girl playing Xbox in her underwear, surrounded by like pizza boxes and chips and just junk. And it was just so adorable, you know, because she was really intensely playing her Xbox, which was awesome.
Now it's time to rustle up some web picks of the week. What do you have this week, Amber?
That's a good one, Will. It is fall, so there's lots of leaves rustling around. Now, my web pick is called the Socket Deer. This is a very cool product. If you find that you're always plugging in your gadgets, like your cell phone, and the cords are all over the place, and then your phone is on the ground, this is a cool little product that allows you to wrap your cord around the antlers of a deer, and you can set your phone on top. So the antlers are made of rubber. Now, the only thing is, this is from a website in Japan, so I can't find where it's available in North America. If you guys know, let me know, because I need about 5 or 6 of these.
Maybe a dozen.
A dozen, maybe. Now, Will, you have something to make all the men in our lives look good?
That's right. My web pick this week is a website called Indochino. It was started by 2 guys from Victoria, BC, here in Canada. It's like tailored suits, very inexpensive. Like you can get a suit for, you know, a tenth to a quarter of the price that you'd normally pay for it, and you look really good in it.
That's a pretty sweet deal if you're a man. Now, I have to mention that last week we showed a video from one of our viewers where he was talking about me leaning all the time, and he was wondering why I lean. Now, the truth is we just like the casual look of the conversation when people are leaning in the shot, so that's why we do it. Also, sometimes we're very tired when we're shooting commandN because Chris makes us get up either really early in the morning or stay up really late at night so he gets the best light. He's a mean man.
He's a cruel, cruel master.
Cruel man. Now, as always, we'd love to get your feedback. All you have to do is leave us a comment on commandN.tv. Will's there all the time. I'm there all the time. We're also on Twitter and many other sites, so send us your feedback. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
It's never the amateurs that reckon it's damaging us. It's the major label saying it's fatal, like when Napster had to pack a brick by Metallica. The tables turn now.
Your phone's so old, you gotta put addresses in on punch cards.
Your phone's so old, it got a stamp holder.
Your phone's so old, it listens to an 8-track.
Like this beat, I hope you don't mind me thieving, 'cause even doing a cover song's decried as stealing.